everyone. This is your girl, Markeita Williams, and welcome to the Markeita Williams Show. Hey, you guys, I know that you are rocking and bobbing to my praise party song, Blow Your Horn, get your praise party on. I know you're doing it for Jesus on today. Listen up, fam. I have with me the one and the only Dr. Teresa Hairston. How are you today?
I am absolutely blessed. How about you?
I am excited and elated about having you on the Markeita Williams Show. Listen, this woman is the founder of the Gospel Heritage Foundation, Gospel Today magazine. She's been a TV and radio host, show host, and ordained elder. Woman, you are doing it big for the kingdom. What do you have to say about yourself?
Oh, I'm so thankful to God for just even using me, for being on the agenda, on the program anywhere is an honor.
Wow. Well, we are so excited. You have the 2017 International Worship Summit coming up February the 23rd, 2017 in Houston, Texas. Can you tell us a little bit about it?
That is a 2-day worship summit that will involve preaching, teaching, classes, seminars, concerts, all kinds of special events. It's just going to be that place where you can kind of connect with so many things that are going on in the kingdom, especially if you are a worshiper. And that doesn't mean necessarily that you stand in front of people and sing or do music, but it means that your heart is in line and aligned with God, and that you love Him with all your heart. And if that person is you, then this will be a place where you find release, you find refreshing, and you find information and inspiration for you in your journey.
Wow, and how can someone that is a worshiper sign up for this summit? I mean, where do they go and how do they contact you?
Oh, sure. Go online to gospelheritage.org. You can get all the information there, and you can, register. Everyone who comes during the day has to register. Of course, our Thursday night services are free and open to the public. Then we have a big concert that we're doing on Friday night this year. Normally, we don't do a concert, but this year we're doing something extremely special. So when you go online, you get all the information, but the concert is going to be off the chain. Great artists are going to be there. Kathy Taylor, Bishop Paul Morton, Donald Lawrence, Wes Morgan. I can't name everybody, but just go online and check it out and be a part of what I believe is going to be a phenomenal weekend.
It sounds fantastic. Let's go back to the beginning. How did you start this amazing journey in the gospel music industry? I mean, you are a living legend. I mean, and there's so many people that look up to you. So let's go back to the beginning, how it all started.
Wow, thank you so much for that compliment. It all started really ironically with very, very little. I started back in 89. I was working New York City, working at a record company, and just struggling, raising 3 kids, single mom, divorced. And God invested in me a vision to start a magazine. And I thought, wow, okay, how do I do that? And I don't know anything about publishing. And so he just really gave me the gift of writing. And, I tell people all the time, when God has something for you to do, He'll give you every tool you need to get it accomplished. So he gave me the gift of writing, and I began to study how to publish, and I got involved in it and almost lost my shirt and everything. But I began to, get things to turn around and just prayerfully walk every day by faith. And God just really blessed me, expanded what He gave me to do, and brought it to the attention of the nation. And people who were people of reputation, people of resource, came alongside me and supported me. I did not do all this by myself. And it was, the mercy and the grace of God, but also people that aligned with the vision. It's so important that when you see somebody doing something that is kingdom, that you jump in and figure out how you can help. Because if they're doing something that's kingdom, it's what God is doing. And so as I started with Gospel Today, 5 years after I started Gospel Today, I saw the need to connect people with the history and heritage and the legacy of gospel music. That has evolved now into the history and legacy of worship. More worship as a lifestyle than worship as music, because I find that the 21st century church is much more involved in music than really lifestyle. We almost perform at church and then kind of, leave it there when we leave and go home. And God really is calling us to a lifestyle of worship. So what I'm really teaching at Gospel Heritage and fostering is those who really go beyond the music and even beyond the stage and the platforms and want to live a life that pleases God 24/7, 365 days a year. So whether you are a musician, songwriter, pastor, teacher, preacher, whatever, if you're just a person who loves God, you ought to understand worship at its core is about lifestyle.
Yes. I mean, and that is some wonderful advice. I mean, I'm sitting here just eating it up because, like I said, you're an inspiration, and you've been through this process, and it's from those of us that are looking in from the outside. I mean, you have made it to the top, and then, you're helping others along the way as you're doing this thing. So what drives you? Why are you so passionate about what you do?
It's a daily walk. And every day, I think that the misnomer is that for people who, others look at and say, oh, you've done this, you've done that, it becomes easier. It doesn't become easier, okay? So that's the news flash. It's always a challenge. Every day you get up and you have to pray for strength. You have to pray for guidance. I pray every day, God, order my steps, establish my thoughts so that I will be effective for you. And, you can't take for granted the things that God has given you, the relationships, everything, every assignment that he's given you. And so it really is about staying in that place of humility, that place of prayer, that place of hearing God and knowing his voice. And that means reading the word every day, praying every day. It means every day you get up and you say, I can't do this by myself. God, I need your guidance. And I want to join you in the work that you're doing. So you have to be vigilant so that you don't get stuck doing what you did 20 years ago or 30 years ago, thinking that's it. And now I made it. I've never made it until I continue. Every day I'm making it again. Every day I'm digging out that hole to say, okay, where should I stand and where should I plant my talents and gifts and skills and time? Where's that? And what do you have for me today, God? So that's really, I think, the walk of faith. It's, that walk that says I can't see where I'm going. I just have to trust God to lead me and follow.
Awesome. I love it. There is a generation of young people coming up, and they are looking to people like you in the music industry and across this nation and around the world for inspiration. So what do you say to a young person who aspires to be like you in this industry today? What can you tell them?
Well, I think the first thing you have to do is know what God has called you to do. Everybody that he created with a specific purpose and plan. And once you really get into that place with God where you're serious about his purpose for your life,